Obama and Kamala Harris threatened Biden with 25th Amendment before he dropped out. Seymour Hersh reveals. Despicable, despicable. Democrats, this is democracy. This is democratic democracy where the person that they voted for in the primaries, Biden, got pushed out because he was threatened. This is democracy at work here. This is the Democrat democracy. This is the hypocrisy. And now they installed Kamala Harris, who no one voted for. Most people don't want. She's terrible. Even though the mainstream media is trying to prop her up, sooner or later, stuff is going to hit the fan. I keep saying time and time again, sooner or later, she's going to have to open her mouth and talk off the cuff and don't have mainstream media holding her hand through the whole thing. That's exactly why she don't want to debate Trump on Fox News because she would get obliterated, and then they trying to pretend and act like Trump is the one that don't want to debate, which is just ridiculous. He even said he just want to wait until they confirm Kamala Harris as the Democratic nominee. And they're trying to spin this. This whole thing is ridiculous, but we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about this 25th Amendment thing and the threats that Obama and Kamala did. And before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. I got some new videos there, so check out my Patreon. Also, check me out on X, where I post a bunch of news there as well. All right, so let's talk about this news. Now, this comes from Slay News' David Linfield. And he reports that former President Barack Obama and Kamala Harris have reportedly been secretly working behind the scenes to manipulate recent events that have shaken up the 2024 presidential election. Investigative journalist Seymour Hersh, Pulitzer Prize winning, I should say, Seymour Hersh, has claimed Obama and Harris threatened to remove Democrat President Joe Biden under the 25th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution if he did not withdraw from the presidential race. Obama told Biden he had gotten the approval of Harris to invoke the safeguard against presidential incapacity, Hersh wrote in a blog post on Substack. Hersh notes that per the 25th Amendment, the president may be removed from power if they are judged to no longer be able to carry out their duties. As such, the vice president would step into the role. If this is the case, though, the only thing I don't understand is why would he endorse Kamala Harris? Probably because of the pressure once he decided to step down. Because notice at first when he first said he's not going to run for the 2024 election, he didn't nominate Kamala Harris, and people thought that was odd. People thought that was weird. And then he came out a little bit later and did endorse her. But Hersh claimed that by the time Obama called Biden, it was already clear Harris would receive Democrat leaders' approval to run as the party's candidate. Obama's call to Biden came amid discontent among Democrat Party donors. Multiple Democrat mega donors had threatened to withhold funding over concerns about Biden's health. Biden announced his intention to drop out of the race on July 21st and endorse Harris as his replacement as the party's nominee. On July 26, both Barack and Michelle Obama endorsed Harris, albeit reluctantly. We can tell they didn't really want to do it. The Obamas offered their endorsement during a phone call which was shared on social media. The phone call, which sounded more like a recording than a two-way conversation, was filmed. It was so fake. Everyone knows it. I mean, they are so fake. And Kamala Harris comes out as disingenuous all the time, and especially during that fake phone call. But the alleged call was on speaker while Harris held the phone to her ear. However, a mic could be seen pinned to Harris's blazer. Quote, "The official, who has decades of experience in fundraising, told me that Obama emerged as the strongman throughout the negotiations," Hersh said. He had an agenda and he wanted to seek it through to the end, and he wanted to have control over who would be elected. He quoted his source saying of Obama. It had also been rumored that Rep. Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer wanted Biden out. As Slay News reported, Obama is believed to have given Hollywood star George Clooney to go ahead to write his op-ed in the New York Times, calling for Biden to step aside. And notice these are all party elites. Wasn't a grassroots effort. It was rumored, too, that if Biden didn't step down, his legacy would be at stake. Once Biden's letter withdrawn from the race was posted on X with endorsement of Harris shortly afterward, party leaders all began gushing over the president's selfless decision to step aside, even though he was blackmailed. Equally, Biden was painted as a hero for his decision to nominate Harris. Democrat Majority Leader Hakeem Jeffries and Schumer immediately began claiming that Harris's candidacy was coming from the grassroots and not from the top down, which is a lie. It's a straight up lie. There is no grassroots efforts. They're trying to feign a grassroots effort to propel Harris, but really it's not there. The fake Zoom calls and stuff like that. All you have to do is sit down and talk to people and see people are not excited about Kamala Harris. If Hersh is right, however, it becomes apparent that Biden did not step down selfishly. Instead, he was forced out in a coup under the threat of losing his presidency altogether. It now becomes increasingly obvious that Harris was installed by top party brass and not, as they like Americans to believe, by grassroots. That's what I was just alluding to. To date, Harris has not received a single vote. Even leftist Bill Maher made a joke about that, saying that no one he could count on one hand how many people voted during the primaries for during the 2020 election for Kamala Harris, and he said you gotta have no fingers. So it basically stating that no one voted for her, no one really wants her, but the mainstream media and the elites are gonna continue to push her, which I think is going to be a bad thing in the end, barring any type of shenanigans during the election. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.